Hey, what's up, everybody? Just finishing up posting some social media stuff here. I almost forgot. I didn't realize what time it was. I was like working on some computer stuff, and 10 minutes to 7. I was like, oh, damn, I got a live stream. All right, should be good enough. Oh, my mic cord's all tangled. My mouse is no good. Let's jump right back in. I still need to get some gear, and I have enough ammo and stuff that I can like take a few risks here. I got pretty lucky yesterday after getting killed that I was able to like hop in a car and get to a couple bunkers real fast. I didn't even check it if I'm live on all this stuff. Yeah, I'm good there, good there. This needs to be refreshed. There we go. Did I not? I gotta fix something. Yeah. I messed up my sound settings. Thought I checked that. Yeah, doing freaking a million things here. Forgot to adjust my sound settings. Ah, that's better. I should have known when I didn't hear the campfire in the menu. Jesus, that's loud. I'm going to hit this bunker back up that I was at yesterday. I doubt the truck that I had is still there. It would be on the other side of these woods here, but I'll definitely head over there on my way out of here, but the odds that the truck is still there are pretty slim. That's right, I got my M16 set up as a sniper rifle. And now I want to get an ACOG for my AK-47, or I have an AKM. I don't have the AK-47, pretty much the same thing. Where is he? Is he coming up here? Or is he targeting somebody else? Oh, there he is. Perfect. I'm going for the bunker. Man, that couldn't have worked out any better. Cloud Pikachu, how you doing? I think I have enough shotgun shells. Well, let's just do this. Getting out of here is going to be tricky if that that mech stands guard in front of the door again. How many AK mags do I have? That was a M16 mag. I have more than enough M16 mags. I'm not gonna start hoarding mags. Half the time I don't even fill them all up. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, we want that. Another AKM. All I need now is I need more ammo, and which I could craft ammo. Alright, yeah, I have. Now I can craft a lot of ammo. I really don't even need that smaller toolkit, but I'll take it for now and drop it if I need to. I need ammo and I need an ACOG. Nice. There's some ammo. Alright, I can't go up the ladder because I'd have to lose a gun to do that. Forgot, this is a pretty small bunker. See what's on the lower level. I need water. Perfect. I have a couple drinks here too. I need food as well. I think I have a couple cans of food. Let me see what's down here, and then I'll go back up to those rooms up top where they have, might be some food up there, some MREs or something. This is all medical. I don't know why I'm running everywhere. I'm kind of wasting my energy. Alright. Let's take care of some business here. I was like, what happened to my gun? Forgot I switched vests. I think it's just, the rest of this is just medical. I'm gonna get out of here. No, I need to go back the other way. What was down here? Oh, it just loops back around. This might not be the best spot to do this, but whew. Oh, lucky that one's right over my head. debating whether I should go back and look for that car, but I doubt it would be there. I'd be really surprised if it was still there. I'm trying to remember where I parked it. Been like at the edge of the woods here, just to the north of this woods. Too many people pass through this area of the map for it to still be there. Whatever, it's a small V line for me to check it. Then I'm gonna head to the dam. See if I can catch those guys who like to clearly hang out there with all the loot boxes they crafted and fire pits and stuff. Where there were 2 heads on spikes yesterday. So somebody is clearly camping out at the dam and shooting people. So I'm going to go in from the north side of the dam and see if I can catch somebody on the cliff sniping or something. The heck is that noise? It's not in the game. It's on my microphone somewhere. The noise is coming from inside the house. It's probably the washing machine spinning out or something. Should stop in a minute. Actually sounds like an engine in the driveway. It's like could be a neighbor with a snowblower or something. I don't know. And it wasn't really that much snow today that you, maybe for the end of the driveway or something with the plows, but can't imagine needing a snowblower. Trying to remember where. I thought it was like right along here somewhere. It's gotta, somebody had to have found it. It was a bright orange car. Yeah, it's gone. I had my stamina back. So apparently somebody's camping at boot camp again at the barracks. It's always on this server. There's always a group of guys that just camp out at the barracks and just wait in the hangars for, they sit in a corner and just wait for somebody to walk in. Ah, I just missed that drop. I'm waiting for my stamina. Let's do this. Damn it, did I lose that other... Shoot. I think I lost a mag of AK ammo. Oh no, I only had one mag of ammo for it, that's right. So I have 2 mags of ammo. It was the M16 that I had 2 for. I have a vitamin K deficiency and I'm starving. I gotta go find some mushrooms too because my vitamin D is dropping. Oh, I have an MRE. Let's eat that up. That should hold me over. Home Slice, what's up? Thanks for coming back. Well, that's awesome, man. I need more viewers like you. Setting reminders. I almost want to climb up this switchback to see. There was a group of guys before the reset who would make a camp along this cliff. And they had a bunch of loot boxes. It might be an opportunity to get a scope or ammo, crafting supplies, all that fun stuff. Well, that's awesome, Home Slice, man. I appreciate that. That would probably explain some of the Twitter interactions I got over the past day. And my Instagram as well. I'm out of stamina. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm not going anywhere for a while, so come and go as you please. Let me get my stamina back up here before I move along. This used to be a spot where I'd catch snipers all the time, right in here. Never noticed that floating rock before. It's probably something not rendering right there. This is another spot snipers like to hang out and watch the dam. I think these are the switchbacks here. I might be above them. I think they're a little bit further this way. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Usually like halfway up this area here, there used to be a base. What's that? See, there's a crate right there. I'm gonna go up here first. I'll come back to that. Let's see what's over here. Look at that. This load of crates right there with a campfire. See, somebody's still hanging out around here. stamina depletes so fast climbing up these hills. Can you use a... Dylan, can you... Sorry, I missed your question there. You're getting this game today. Can you use a controller? I mean, you could, I guess, if you map it, but I would not recommend it. You will get owned. I mean, and there's a lot in the menus, and you can see. So you'd be better off just getting used to playing on a keyboard and mouse. I mean, I used to do a thing where I would use the controller, but I'd have my keyboard and mouse ready, and I would use the left side of the controller and the mouse on my right hand, and then map the keyboard as well. So map everything for that. That's one thing you could do. Or, I mean, I think the best thing to do is just get used to playing with a keyboard and mouse. There used to be a camp base, like right along here somewhere, I think. But I bet you they realized that this area isn't as secluded as they thought it was, and figured that's why they kept losing gear out of their crates. Because, I mean, I stumbled right into their camp and was able to get almost a full kit out of their gear. I thought that was a player looking down at the dam for a second. Yeah, it was in one of these little, like, I gotta be careful I don't walk off the edge of the cliff here. I think it was right here. I gotta get my stamina back. So my energy is so low. So I gotta do before I head back down. Just eat everything I have. I took my knife out of my hand. Yeah, I guess it was in one of these little alcoves here. They had a base. So I'm going to head back down and check out those crates that I saw earlier. That's clearly a sniper position. So somebody's been camping along the switchbacks here. Server's going to restart in like 12 minutes. About. Yeah, it's a nice little sniper perch right here. There's more crates up there. I feel like this is bait. Yeah, they're all empty. I don't know what's going on. This person who's hanging out here, all they're doing is crafting crates. And they're trying to get their crafting levels up, I'm assuming, so they could craft higher end items. Or crates that they could lock, possibly. Look at this. Every one of these will be empty. Oh, you can't see anything down there right now. time is it? Do I have any sponsors? No, I have one affiliation with a clothing company, So Sick Clothing. I do not have any sponsors. I am self-funded. I sponsor myself by working. I think, you know, the best way to get sponsors would be to get a following, right? You got to crawl before you can walk. All right, we're out of the snow. No more crunch, crunch. I'd have to think about that, you know? What would the sponsorship be? What would my obligations be? I have participated in events where I've been sponsored years ago, but never really just like a full-on sponsorship. Like I had a bunch of free, yeah, mostly just free stuff, you know, like graphics cards, and I got like, what else did I get? Graphics cards. I was a sim racer, so I got like steering wheels from Thrustmaster. I got graphics cards from NVIDIA. It was when like the 780 was big. When the 780 was the card to get. Everybody's got the 2080 Ti. Do I play or watch sports? I do not watch sports. I used to play soccer and stuff, but I'm more into like extreme stuff. Is that even a thing? Do they call it extreme anymore? Because it's not very extreme as far as, it's pretty tame nowadays. I used to do a lot of skateboarding. I used to ride half pipe, and I was a street skater when I was a teenager. I still snowboard, but I don't ride park or slope style anymore. I ride free ride, big mountains, steep and deep. I go out to like Utah and Wyoming, or way up into northern Vermont. And as far as skateboarding, I only ride longboards now because I beat the hell out of my body. And if I try to actually street skate, I won't be able to walk for like a week. I'll walk like an old man. But I used to run competitively. I used to play soccer. I used to do a lot of mountain biking. I'd like to get back on the mountain bike. I was training to compete on a mountain bike for a while. Then I hurt my back. Hurt my back lifting potatoes. I'm just hanging out up here waiting for the server to restart. It's another few minutes. And then I'm going to sneak on down there and loot this place. I wonder, are those heads still down there? No, the heads are gone. So they might just not be rendering in. They're probably still there. Follow me on all your accounts. That would be amazing. Yeah, I have several Twitch accounts. This was my original, though. This was the first one I ever streamed on. What was that, back in 2000 and... I think it was 2011, late 2011, maybe early 2012. It was early 2012 was my first Twitch live stream. I used to play, what was it, Modern Warfare 3. So those dates line up, that year line, I think that's about right. It was Modern Warfare 3 on the Xbox 360. And I had a Black Magic Intensity Shuttle capture card. I still have that capture card. It's a USB 3. It was like one of the first USB 3.0 devices I ever bought. Oh, you do a lot of stay in shape. If you ride a skateboard, keep your core muscles going. Do push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, stretch. I can still bust a kickflip every now and then. But like I said, I'm scared of falling now because I'm too old. It's not like when I was 19 years old and I just didn't care. There we go. Just waiting for that. Yeah, I used to love skateboarding. I mean, I would love to get back on a board. I threw out my street deck because a cat took a dump on it. But I still have the trucks and wheels. I could just go buy a deck. Should order one. Yeah, but I like cruising on my longboard. Bombing hills. It's always fun. Oh, I could pop down here before these mechs wake up. Switch to my AK. You broke your leg? Yeah, you can't give up, man. It's just all part of the deal. Getting hurt like that. Oh, I'm about to get shot. No, no, no. Take cover, man. Holy cow. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, he's going to come at me. Well, any other players here are going to know that I'm here now. I was kind of hoping I could sneak down here. I got a bandage. Is he coming at me? Nah, he's back on course. You once broke your leg so bad. Yeah, I was lucky enough that I never really broke a bone, although I tore ligaments in my ankle, which is probably worse than breaking a bone. Because I couldn't skate like hard, like I couldn't really do anything. I could push around on the board for a couple years it took for that thing to heal. And then, oh crap. Thanks for the other follow. Anybody else? Yeah, see the heads are still there. Yeah, I tore a ligament in my ankle. What else did I do? I broke my shoulder, but I set it myself. And it was really just a dislocation and a torn, and so like some torn muscle, some muscle damage and stuff in my shoulder. I did that snowboarding. That was fun. Got a concussion. What was the other slick move I did? I broke my hand a few times, but every time I always like set the bone myself. I broke this bone right here in my hand several times riding half pipe. But I couldn't wear a cast because of my job. So, dude, what's up with this mech? He just wants some all the time. Oh, this guy now. Alright, I just gotta give up on those crates. I'm just being stupid about it. See if the zombie's coming at me. Oh yeah, he is. Alright, last time I was here, I didn't go up on the roof. Hold on, let me do this. I usually hide my shotgun there when I go up on the roof. Hopefully, whoever killed those guys isn't up there waiting for me to climb this ladder. Because I can just imagine some kid just sitting there with his gun aimed in on the end of the ladder, waiting to shoot somebody in the face. It's a total troll move. I mean, that's awesome, Home Slice. I'm glad you enjoy watching me play this game. Now I'm working on some new Instagram content too. So look out for that. Hungry again. I gotta eat the rest of this food. Why can't I eat this stuff? Didn't I open it? I thought I opened it already. I guess it closed again. It resealed itself. Maybe after the restart it reseals. Just open all this. Ooh. Alright, I gotta let that digest a little bit. I have to remind myself what I'm looking for every once in a while. Otherwise, I'll just like, I'll just keep looking at stuff but not picking anything up. And then I'll realize it a few minutes later. I'm like, oh wait, I was looking for that. I gotta go back and get it. Oh, you got this game. You just got to play. Just jump in and survive. I mean, you could play single player and figure it out. Learn how to craft. Yeah, the nice thing about, they give you all the formulas. So it's not like DayZ where you have to figure everything out. But yeah, you got to just jump in, start on a server with there's not too many people, or like I said, play solo. You can, you know, have a. Oh, I thought I was about to fall off the ladder. You could just play locally on your own computer, not have to play with any other players and figure it all out. Learn the map. That's an important thing. Figure out how to navigate around the mechs and what their patterns are. Their patterns are different for every bunker. Every bunker's layout is different. So memorizing the bunker layouts is important because you don't want to get lost in the bunkers. Especially, you could end up in an area and get cornered in the bunker. And if there's a squad coming at you, it's never good. But it's definitely not the type of game that you're going to pick up and be an expert at the first time you play it. I've been playing it since the day it released. Almost every day. I think there was like a couple of weeks here and there where I couldn't play because I was moving and stuff like that. But for the most part, I played every day. And even when I couldn't play online, I played on my laptop. I was playing just solo play on my laptop just to get familiar with the map early on. And then once you know that stuff, then it's all about the server and how the players on the server play, because every server is different. Like this is a PvP server, high loot PvP server. Some servers are all PvE. Then you have some that are, you know, role play. Depends on how crazy you want to get. Ah, he scared me. I feel like these mechs are extra sensitive today. I just want to like get out of this area now. I don't. Surprised I haven't found any ammo for my gun yet. I still can craft. I think I just need I need gunpowder and lead plate, and I mean scrap metal is easy enough to find. Usually this building is loaded with crafting supplies. The scrap metal. There's lead plate. I don't think I had enough room to pick that up. That's more scrap metal. Can you donate? I mean, if you'd like to donate, I mean, it's not necessary. You know, it does help out, but yeah, it goes to support the equipment that I buy, like green screen, webcams, my microphone, mixer, all that stuff I have. Yeah. I just leave it in my PayPal account. When I need something for the stream, I use that money. And then, well, I really use my PayPal credit, and then I use the donations to pay off my PayPal credit. It doesn't really pay it off, though. I usually have to dish out my own money. But, you know, I've had a couple people drop, is 50 okay? I mean, that's a lot of money, man. I mean, 50 cents? I have to ask. I mean, it's not necessary. I mean, but if you feel so inclined, it is appreciated, but it's definitely not a requirement to watch the stream. Yeah, I figured you meant dollars. You can donate whatever you're comfortable donating. How about that? And we'll just leave it there. I still need gunpowder. Hopefully I can find some on the way out of here. It'd be nice to fill another mag with ammo for this AK. Oh man. Well, hello there. I'm not even sure if the donation alerts work. I've never seen them. I've tested them. They work when you hit the test button. See this. Just want to see if anybody's been back to maintain those. Oh, there we go. Nice. Had a feeling I'd find that in here. All I need is a little tin of gunpowder. Charmer 85. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I kind of want to go to those little trailer buildings over there, but at the same time, I don't feel like getting shot by this mech. I think I can make it. I'm going for it. I'll just wait for him to turn around and follow him. Whoa! We'll just close that door there. Yeah, do not use alt look. Definitely. You were there when I got shot by that guy, right? I was too busy concentrating on the roof of the building when I should have been pushing faster on that. I should have just like went right at that guy. See, this is where they're hanging out. Yep. So all those are locked. This is where that crew is hanging out. Yeah, I rarely alt look. I only do that like when I'm out in the open and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's the way I move, I guess. You see, like when I'm running around or walking around, if I want to look behind me, I will actually turn around. I'll turn around and run backwards rather than alt look. It will save your ass doing that. So this one's open. Nice. What's my real job? I have my own IT consulting company. So I go around and I work on computers and networks and servers for small businesses and people who, you know, just people's houses, you know, fix laptops, build custom computers for people, all that fun stuff. This is still locked. Yeah, there's a whole group of guys that got this place locked down now. It sucks because like that's a good little building to find gunpowder in. Yeah, so I do IT consulting. I have worked for other live streaming companies doing IT work. I've also been a host of live stream shows on other channels, other things like that, but I don't talk about the names of those companies anymore. And I used to, a few years ago, it's a few years ago, it was more than a few years ago now, I used to own, oh, your father works for Bloomberg? I used to own my own LAN center, or sometimes they call them PC Bang or Gaming Center. We had like a bunch of computers and consoles all networked together, and people could come on the, you know, come in and rent time on our network, and then we would like host tournaments and stuff on the weekends. And I would also bring video game equipment to like birthday parties and bar mitzvahs and like team gatherings. Used to do like all the local middle school dances and stuff like that. That was like another side business I had. I had a couple different businesses for a while. This guy has the bladder, like a walnut-sized bladder. So your father works for Bloomberg. Is he IT guy at Bloomberg? Does he do like IT, you know, security, that type of stuff? I hate when my character has to like urinate or defecate in this area. This is the second you put your gun down, that's when a squad comes rolling up on their way to the dam. Yeah, I didn't notice if all those crates were gone. I wasn't really looking over there. That pile of crates that was sitting over there. I need to hunt. I need to like kill a deer or a boar or something and like fill my stomach up with meat. Because eating these like little cans of pasta and MREs and stuff, they don't last long enough. I feel like I want to try to climb this cliff right here. But I feel like I'll fall and break my leg doing it. Oh, he helped make the Xbox One? Xbox, not the Xbox One. That's cool. I mean, I can believe that. I know a lot of people that have done a lot of amazing things, so it's very plausible. And it's cool that like you can you actually know what your father does as an engineer, because a lot of kids like have no idea. Like growing up, my father wasn't even allowed to talk about what he was working on. He was working on all sorts of government contracts. As far as I was concerned, he was a spy. Now, you know, he can talk about, it's all declassified, you know, 30 years later. But it was like sonar mapping stuff and like missile guidance and all that crazy stuff in the 80s. Like the 80s and 90s during the Cold War. But like growing up, I never knew. I just knew he was an engineer. That's all. Like I have a a few friends who work in the game industry. Have worked on some cool stuff. Got a friend at Riot. I have a friend who was a level designer for Activision. Worked on several Call of Duty titles. Your doe just passed away, like a deer, like you care for animals. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. Your dog. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I lost a dog a few months back as well, and it's always tough. I grew up with dogs. My mother's a dog trainer. I have a Jack Russell myself. She's a lunatic. So I feel you, man. Sorry to hear that. Caddy 1975 on YouTube. You love watching and learning about all the alien stuff, yeah. I watch all those documentaries too. What's that one like scientist guy that like he's got the crazy hair? And if you watch all those alien documentaries, he's talking about like all his theories about alien life, and as the documentary goes on, his hair gets crazier and crazier. I forget that guy's name. He's one of my favorite to watch. Are you at a pit bull collie for 13 years? Yeah, the guy's awesome. Home Slice, I'm glad I could cheer you up. I'm glad I could be here. Just to try to remember the happy times with your dog. That's what I do. We have pictures in the house of my mother raises and trains golden retrievers. She competes with them. So there's pictures of all the dogs when they were puppies and stuff. I think there's more pictures of the dogs than there are of me in the house. And yeah, it's nice to like go back and look and reminisce about each dog's personality and their differences and stuff like that too. Oh, you're gonna look for the name, Caddy? That guy's name is hilarious. That guy was hilarious. Oh, your name is Max? Well, Max. That's right. Maxwell Street. I saw you're on Instagram. I saw your name. Now I can connect the two. I'm trying to just save on energy right now because I have zero energy. My stamina runs down so fast, so I gotta like walk up these hills. I'm kind of hoping like a deer just crosses my path right now and I could pop it in the head. Even like a solo player, unsuspecting solo player running by, I'd eat them too if I had to. I haven't gone cannibal yet in this game. Surprising, as long as I've been playing it, I have not gone cannibal. I have nothing against going cannibal, just the opportunity has never really been there. I've never been like starving or anything while I had a body in front of me. That, and usually in those PvP situations, you don't have time to stop and eat a body. I don't have room in my inventory, so I'm just going to have to eat these. Hold on. Do I have room? I still need gunpowder. These little mushrooms are great for vitamin D. So you eat like 5 of these and it'll bring your vitamin D levels up. You just want to make sure you don't eat too much so you don't vomit, because that like negates everything you're doing. You won't vomit it up before you like metabolize it properly. I should be good for now. Oh, actually, I should take care of this too. What's my favorite food? I probably like oatmeal or something like that. I'm not a big food person. If I didn't have to eat, I probably wouldn't. Gregorio, of course his name would be like ridiculously hard to pronounce. Nah, what's up, Kyle? This game is not on any console. I have not heard about plans for it to come to console. At this point, it's an early access game on PC. Yeah, sometimes like looking for a toolbox, all sorts of crazy stuff. Like right now, I'm looking for gunpowder. Do I still need to urinate? No, my bladder's good. I did that already. That or like when you're walking through the woods and there's just animals everywhere, but you don't need to hunt. And then, you know, a little while later, your character's like, I'm starving, and you can't find an animal anywhere. It's the other struggles I have. See, now my vitamin D levels are way up, over 100%. I haven't figured these two out. They fluctuate depending. I bet you if I take out like a deer or a boar, those I can get the E and K levels up. I just heard something. Could be a boar. Sounded like it was over here. Yeah, I could see these coming to, you know, the console. I mean, Rust I could definitely see. That game's been in development forever, so I'd see that get into console before this. But like I said, I met with these guys at E3 last year, and there was no mention of console at all. They couldn't really say much because the game hadn't even released on early access yet, so they weren't really too talkative about the game. But yeah, they pretty much all they had to say was PC, computer. But I mean, there's a lot to this game, so I can imagine it being difficult to port to a console. There's a deathmatch, team deathmatch. Just one guy joined. Yeah. You got 40 hours of this game so far? I don't even know how many hours I've played this game. I'd have to look it up. It's probably a ridiculous number at this point. I guess I should head south. Probably have a... I mean, I have hunted in this area before. But I'll head a little bit south, and hopefully I can find a deer or a boar or something to shoot. Yeah, 500. I don't even know how many hours I would have in DayZ too. It's got to be up there. But I stopped playing DayZ a few years ago, or about a year ago. I still check in every once in a while. I used to play the Arma 2 mod. I used to have my own servers for Arma 2 mod. I mean, you could wait and hope, or you could save up and buy a computer. Probably be faster to save up and build your own computer than it would be to wait for this game to come to PC. Go to the game. Don't wait for the game to come to you. Yeah, I used to play a lot of Arma 3 mods. I used to love like Battle Royale Arma 3. Was it King of the Hill? My favorite Arma 3 mod was Breaking Point, though. And that kind of died once they started going to a standalone. This is going to be a little tedious for a while walking through the mountains here, but I can't really run because I'll just lose all my like my energy's so low, and I need my stamina in case I run into players. So I'm like trying not to, because my stamina drops so fast with no energy. Do I have any more food I could eat? I do. Let's just do this real quick. It's like nothing in there. This should help a little bit. Do I have vitamins? No, that was my, before I died I had vitamins. What am I eating right now? Oh, chow mein. Trying to think, Exile, yeah, Exile's a fun mod. That's the other one I was thinking of. Epoch. I used to run my own Epoch server as well. I used to do Overpoch. That's what it was. It was Arma 2 Overpoch. I used to love, there was that mod for Arma 2, which was called Overwatch. And before they came out with the actual game Overwatch on console and PC, it was a mod for Arma 2, and then they combined that with Epoch and called it Overpoch. So I used to run my own Overpoch servers, and I would abuse the hell out of admin. It was so much fun. I should dig up, I think if I dig through my old YouTube channels, there's some of some admin abuse videos of us hunting people using the admin panel. Making kids cry. Oh, look at, you can see that drop way down there. That's like on the opposite side of the map. That's crazy. Damn, I'm not going to get anywhere in this game tonight. I mean, at least I got some of my gear wish list filled. I need to get ammo crafted. But I need to eat something. I need like, oh, my energy's going up. That's good. Well, there's a hunting stand here, so that's usually a good sign, like to find an animal. But I don't hear anything. Like I said, that's the way it goes in this game. Whatever you need, you won't find. But when you don't need it, it will be everywhere. When I have gunpowder, everything I look in, there's just gunpowder. All right, I'm going to start jogging again. My energy's going up a little bit from that chow mein. Ever since they added fortifications in this game, I just don't run into anybody out in the middle of nowhere. Because what people used to do is, before they added the fortifications in towns, they would make bases like out in the middle of the forest, and hopefully, you know, nobody finds it kind of thing. So you'd be running through the woods like this, and you'd run into some guy like crafting at his base, or, you know, coming or going from his base. Not so much anymore. Usually if I have a run-in with somebody, it's like just outside a bunker or inside a bunker or in a town. I have a lock, right? Do I have a lock? I have a lock. Let's see if anybody claimed this. Maybe I'll claim a door today. I haven't done that yet. I have 320 fame. I could make that happen. With my luck, there'll be somebody sitting in there with a freaking gun pointed right at the door. Wouldn't be the first time. Ah, somebody claimed this. It's fortified and locked. Hello? Look, they have a crate right there. Yeah, so... See, this is a nice little place to have a base, man. Nobody's going to come and bother you here. Except for me. I'm going to camp right here. Just camp like this. For days on end. That Ace Spirit Dog, thanks for the follow on Mixer. Yeah, I don't think any streamer would camp. That's my thing, is I never stop moving. I'll buzz by a place and check it. You know, if I hear movement, I'll sit and wait and listen and kind of like gather intel, but I will never like overwatch an area with a sniper rifle on stream anyway. Now, when I played Overwatch mod for Arma 2, actually, I should find some of those videos, because we used to take over Cherno, like me and a bunch of other guys would take different rooftops with sniper rifles and just pick people off to the point where the whole server is coming down on the city trying to get you. Helicopters flying in, side door gunners. It was so much fun. I think I actually have a video of that happening, of the side door gunner coming at me. I missed that, flying helicopters in that game. It was a couple weeks ago, I met up on a server with some guys on Arma 3. I think we were playing Epoch. Or no, we were playing Exile. And I just happened to spawn in next to a random helicopter. So I got in it and flew it around. And I did something like, I thought I saw movement right there. I like put it in auto hover and like was doing something else for a minute, and all of a sudden you hear the missile alert going off, and I couldn't remember what button was the flare button. And then like, trying to get it out of auto hover and like maneuver, it was just the most, I was laughing my ass off because I used to know all that. Like, it would have just been second nature to, off auto hover, flares, evasive maneuver, flares. It used to be second nature, especially in Arma 2. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine, like, why would you Why would you sit there and watch? So you watch somebody sit there and camp. Another person on Mixer, a Spirit Dog, just said he wishes this was on console. We were just talking about that. Yeah, a lot of people stop by the stream and say they wish this was on console. But like I said to the other person, maybe it's time to go to the game and stop waiting for the game to come to you. It's time to join the world of PC gaming. You could still play your console and play PC games as well, because there's a lot of games you're missing out on. So what's my favorite song? I was thinking about this the other day because a friend of mine put that tweet out, like, what's your favorite band and song? And I couldn't answer it. I play guitar, so I'd say, like, what's my favorite song to play? I play Friend of the Devil. It's a Grateful Dead song. Can't afford a gaming PC. I've heard this story a lot. And yeah, I know they can be expensive. You probably could start somewhere for around $600. Doesn't have to be top of the line, and then build from there. But yeah, it's all about saving the money. So that's pretty much the swan song of the console gamer. I was there. I know the feels, man. Not being able to afford a gaming PC. I wasn't able to afford my first gaming PC until I was about 25. Yeah, and having a kid is definitely not going to help. So 2 years old, just out of diapers or still in diapers, probably the money goes to the kid, right? That's, you got to prioritize. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't able to get my first gaming PC until I was 25, and then I was hooked. Still in diapers, yeah. You forget about the gaming PC for a while. I don't have kids myself. Never got married. Never had kids. Came close a few times, not to have kids, but getting married. My brother has 2 kids though, and he does not have a gaming PC. Although my oldest niece has a nice gaming PC. I built her a few years ago out of some of my older equipment, so she could play Minecraft and stuff like that when she's not breaking it. How do you change fire modes on the M16? That's a good question. Let's try. It's the same as any other gun with fire modes. You just center mouse button. I don't think I ever changed the fire mode on my AK, so now I don't know what fire mode I'm in. You think it's H? No. No. It depends on how you map it, though. You could always remap it. For me, it's center mouse button. Oh, why am I sprinting? I swear, man, this guy's bladder. Triple carrying's the worst because you can't just like do anything. You gotta like take the second. Because if I were to just stop and urinate, odds are I will drop the gun randomly, and then the gun will end up in a tree, which has happened. I've lost my, like, sitting next to a tree like this. If I were to just like randomly do something and randomly have the character put down the gun, it could end up inside the tree or inside a rock. So I have to place the gun. Yeah, that's always the worst when you're trying to leave a bunker. You get to the ladder and you're like, oh wait, I'm triple carrying. I don't know what to do now. I have to go back out the front door. Yeah, like everybody's got different, like, how do you change fire modes? Everybody's got a different answer. So Kyle, you're getting a hedgehog? My ex-girlfriend had a hedgehog. They're fun little animals. It's a lot of work though. I still have not heard a sound from an animal yet. No deer, no boar, no bear, nothing. It's like my third hunting stand. Yeah, I'm gonna push this, push towards this drop over here and see if I can run into anybody. Sick of just walking through the woods here. Maybe I'll find a deer on the way. There you go. There was an alt look for you, which I never do. I rarely alt look. Yeah, sometimes like looking for an animal, I'll do it, but okay. I'm hearing water. Am I near water? Not really. I don't know what I'm hearing then. Could be in the house. Let's see. Could hear the ambient noise when I cut my mic like that. The furnace running because it's so damn cold out here. Yeah, Charmer, I stream on 3 platforms right now. So I'm like hedging my bets. I am on YouTube, I am on Mixer and Twitch. I started out on Twitch years ago, and then I met some people at Mixer and they convinced me to stream on Mixer. So I did that for a while exclusively, and then I wasn't getting much of a response on Mixer, so I went back to streaming on Twitch, and then I started creating YouTube videos, so I decided to start streaming on YouTube as well. So now I stream on all 3. I use restream.io. It's pretty simple. Just send your encoder there and it'll encode to all other platforms. And if you want to pay for their service, you could stream to multiple Twitch channels or multiple Mixer channels, multiple YouTube channels. I use the free service, so you could stream to like one of each platform, or like maybe like 3 or 4 platforms at once. No, the encoder itself can't do that. You have to encode to their service, and then they handle the rest. The only other way to do that would be to have multiple encoders, and a lot of up bandwidth. So I mean, I have about 100 megabits up, which is sufficient. So it's way more than enough than you need to stream one encoder. So I get a pretty good bit rate out of here. About right now I'm running at 7,000 kilobits, just over 7,000 kilobits per second. Come on, oh, I just went the wrong way. I saw greenery and I was like, I'm going there. There's going to be an animal. Yeah, I mean, it would be plenty to do all three, but then you need 3 computers at, at least 1,500 a pop to be a decent encoder. Let's say 1,000 a pop, so $3,000 for computers. It's much easier to just go to restream.io. Haven't had any problems with it yet. For a free service, they're pretty good. They actually have like a whole, I haven't really looked into it, but they can manage your chats for you. You can have your own restream chat, and I wonder if they can consolidate all your chats into one chat room. That would be kind of cool. Hey Kyle, thanks for the sub on YouTube, by the way. Appreciate it. So this is the one disadvantage to not alt looking. Like when I do these moves where I'm looking behind me, sometimes you get off track and have to check your map to make sure you're going the right way. Oh, I'm sorry for distracting you. Getting a puppet attack. Yeah, you gotta bust out the shotgun. That's why I always carry a shotgun for the puppets. The Val is nice for puppets too, but you got to get headshots. I like the Val. Like the Val is nice if you want to take your time. You train them all up in a town, get them all chasing you, and then go in a building and just pick them off one by one as they try to slash at the windows and stuff like that with the Val, because then you're not making as much noise. But the shotgun just lets the world know you're around. That's the problem. The shotgun's also nice for taking out the drones when they're following you too. Just one-shot them. Speaking of taking out a drone, did you guys hear that? Oh, that was the care package exploding. See, it's gone. All right, I'm gonna head. Thanks, Caddy, for the sub. I haven't seen it pop up in the feed yet, but I'm sure it will eventually. Sometimes YouTube takes a bit to register it. Start heading into hostile territory now. And hopefully I can find something to eat on the way. Well, my energy's up. It's at 95%, so that chow mein definitely helped. I mean, it's not 100% and it's dropping. That's the problem. See, it doesn't last long. If I ate 10 pieces of steak, I'd be good for hours. But to tell you the truth, I didn't think I'd be as far along as I am right now since my last death. I mean, I've got a milli vest. I've got night vision, I've got multiple scopes, rails, plenty of, a decent amount of ammo to start out, and I didn't even craft ammo yet. Yeah, definitely mute me if you're going into a town. Have fun, be careful. You're getting 40-mile-an-hour gust winds. It's not negative 40 here. It's like, it was snowing today, probably around 30 degrees, 31 degrees, Fahrenheit. That's nothing. Yeah, negative 40. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, somebody's got a lock here. 2 weeks ago, it was pretty cold here. We were getting into, with the wind chills, negative 20, negative 30. But, after that, 30 degrees seems pretty mild. And being a big mountain snowboarder, I'm used to being in cold temperatures, but you're usually pretty well geared. So, I mean, negative 20 to negative 30 at the summit would be pretty normal conditions for me to snowboard in. I even have camped out in, at the base of the mountains where it's like negative 5 to negative 10 overnight. Yeah, it's like my buddy works. He works underwater construction, so he's like done right now. He won't go back to work for another like few weeks probably. So he goes down to like Florida and stuff this time of year while he waits for the thaw. Manitoba. Wow. That's cool. I can't believe I haven't heard a peep out of like an animal at this point. No deer for like the past hour. I feel like I've been looking. It hasn't been that long, maybe like 20 minutes, but since I left the dam, I was looking for. You're from Winnipeg. Trying to place exactly where like Manitoba and Winnipeg are as far as like from the coasts, and I don't know. I can't. You build power lines for a living. Wow, that's cool, man. I'm actually studying for my commercial drone license, so I'll be able to like inspect towers and stuff like that, and power lines. I just want to be able to travel around and make some money with my drone. You waterproof schools and office buildings, yeah. My father was in waterproofing and well digging when I was a little kid. Or before I was born. So my energy's gone already. That chow mein didn't last long. My hydro's dropping. I got a drink. I may as well grab a drink while I'm waiting for my energy. Yeah, central Canada. That's what I thought. It's about 100 miles north of the border. It's where I go snowboarding just south of Montreal in Jay, Vermont. So like I have to bring my passport with me, because if I like make a wrong turn, I'll end up at the border. So I always have to have a ID passport and be prepared to cross a border and be harassed. So they don't like it when you accidentally hit the border. Like, I wasn't intending to go here. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I know people that it's happened to, where they've accidentally hit the Canadian border. I rode my bike one summer from some town in Vermont. I forget where it was, up to the border. Yeah, weed is legal in Canada. Unfortunately, it's not here in the United States. And you still can't cross a border with it either way. Which also makes it harder to come back from Canada into the United States, because they look at me, you know, single guy, traveling by himself in a pickup truck, coming from Canada. They're like, oh yeah, this guy's loaded his truck up and he's coming back into the United States. Yeah, that's what the whole thing, Kyle, is. You know, people, it's not only, it's, you know, it saves man hours and money in the long run, because they don't have to climb the towers. You know, my father is in broadcast engineering and, you know, managing broadcast infrastructure on towers. And like I said, these towers, I mean, imagine how high a power line tower is. A broadcast tower is sometimes 3 times as high as that. So imagine having to climb that and inspect those antennas and stuff. So there's been a push to have drones to deal with that. The tricky part about flying a drone around a broadcast antenna is it can interfere with your radio signals. So you have to have special equipment for your drone, or a frequency hopping drone, which is rare and has to be custom built. So that's something we're looking into. Come on, I just want, I would settle for just a boar at this point. How about a rabbit? Even a rabbit, a chicken maybe? Yeah. So, well, yeah, that's another thing. You know, if you can get a charge for driving under the influence, sure. There's actually a case here in the United States where a woman who has been driving with medical for many years. She was in a one of the early adopters of medical marijuana. She has multiple sclerosis, and they confiscated her vehicle and revoked her driver's license, even though she passed all sobriety tests. Just the fact that she has a medical marijuana card and she went through a checkpoint got her car impounded and her license revoked, which blows my mind. And you know, my ex-girlfriend got her medical card in New Jersey for medical conditions, and the doctor was hesitant to write her the recommendation because of that. Like, they could pass a law here in the United States that says if you have a medical marijuana card, you can't have a driver's license or something like that. So that's something that people don't think about. I feel like I've been running for hours and hours. There's nothing. I intentionally ran off into the middle of nowhere to like find something to shoot, to eat, and usually I'll hear it. You know, I can hear them pretty far off with my headset, walking, or, you know, they make a snorting noise or a weird groaning noise or something. I didn't hear anything. Oh, to have a drone built? Yeah. Yeah, it's just safer just to not drink and drive. Like, don't even have a beer. That's my philosophy. I just stay away from alcohol altogether at this point in my life. It's just, I've seen it destroy too many people to, so I just decided not to drink it anymore. Even though, like, I never had a problem with it. There's just too many people around me did. So out of, like, kind of solidarity, I stopped drinking. Wasn't this a town I got killed in yesterday? Yes, it is. Well, I know there's good hunting to the north of this town. So I kind of want to, like, and even if there's not hunting, I can get food in the town. So I guess the move would be to go into the town and just try to take on anybody who's in there. Of course I need to urinate again. Because I drank a bottle of water. Why wouldn't I have to urinate again? I feel like that's all I've been doing all stream is stopping to urinate. I want to take out this drone following me, but I think it's better to just leave it right now. Because if I blow it up, it'll definitely alert people that I'm around. Just hope that, stay on the outskirts here and hope that nobody hears it. I'm going to push into this building here. Oh, I can look for gunpowder here too. See how fast my stamina just freaking just goes nowhere. Like, I can't run more than like 50 yards without losing my stamina completely. See, like, I'm already, my heart's pounding. Because then once you start like jumping in and out of windows and stuff too, that just digs into your stamina. I gotta like just chill for a minute. Oh, glassing. Yeah, just looking for animals. I mean, you could do that. I mean, the game is not that much of a simulator where, you know, usually you'll just walk up on a deer and they're all over the place. It's just today, whatever spawn tables are, they're just not spawning in the sector I'm in. I bet you I go north or south or, you know, west on the map and there'll be deer and everything all over the place. Just happens to be today they're not up in the mountains. All right, I need to find a place to urinate. Somebody's got a base here. There's windows everywhere. This is as good a spot as any. Let's get away from that window. Oh, I have the respirator on? Yeah. You think that's what's causing the issue with my breathing? Could be. It helps with the hay fever, though. You didn't know that? I just like the way it looks, to be honest. I just want to find... I've passed out with it on too, yeah. I should be good though. I'm not going to pass out or anything. Although I do have phase 4 starvation right now, which is a bit of an issue. Which is why I've been trying to hunt. But I guess I'm going to have to just kind of look for food in this town here. I should be a little more on alert. Does it provide any armor to the face? I don't know. It didn't help me yesterday when I got shot in the face, so probably not. That guy was a good shot, man, because he just... I don't know how long he was there, because he just looked like he was standing there for a minute when I finally noticed him. And by the time I noticed him, he just popped one shot in my face, and I was dead. Because I had a freaking heavy mill vest on, too. I was not expecting to die that fast. Come on, gunpowder. What? I don't need those. Yeah, I was standing in front of a toilet, you're saying, because I urinated on the ground instead of in front of the toilet. There was too much of a line of sight from that bathroom to the base that those people had been, the fortification. So I didn't want to stop there, like it, because they could see from those windows if they're in there. But I don't think anybody's in there, because they would have come out and shot at me by now, I'd assume. Oh, you got killed by puppets? Here, if the first thing you do when you spawn in is craft a stone spear. That's the best defense against puppets, because you can then you have some distance. You have a ranged kind of melee weapon, and you just beat them in the face with the stone spear. I mean, if you can find some scrap metal and make a metal spear, that'll one up it. It takes less hits with that. But yeah, you should be able to, within, like, 6 or so hits to the head with that, the puppet will go down. You just got to stay right out of range of their swipes and just dodge them. Dodge and counter with a swipe to the face, and it will take them out. Eat that sweet corn right away. Where'd it go? Just listening for footsteps. Yeah, I mean, even the shotgun can be. I've had issues where, like, a really aggressive puppet's coming at you, and they're within the range of your shotgun, so you just miss every time. So yeah, the main thing is don't panic and actually aim, and try to back up as much as possible. But yeah, I've been in that situation. And it's not fun, especially with multiple puppets coming at you. Come on, man. It's all this stuff in here and no gunpowder. I just need a tin of gunpowder. I just want to, like, craft ammo, hunt some animals, eat something. Wait, that's medical right there. Oh, there's some, like, stores over here. Yeah, there's one right there. Maybe there's some more food there. Yeah, so also, like, hip firing the shotgun at puppets, especially in a panic situation, I've missed, and I've actually died that way to a horde of puppets. So the cans of soda. Yeah, I've been there, man, where you're, like, super geared and you die some ridiculous way. Or are you on a official server? Because the puppets are ridiculous sometimes on those official servers. They really don't give you any margin for error. I mean, the most dangerous thing on this server are other people. That's kind of why I like playing on it. It's the way I like it. Salt. I already searched that. I want to see what my sodium levels are at. Yeah, again, my sodium is, like, through the freaking roof. Well, my vitamin E and vitamin K went up slightly. So whatever I ate is helping out. Where was that? I'm going to go over there. Oh, let's hit up this store. Oh, Bambi store, like, what is that, Bambi Land? Bambi Land isn't so much of a Bambi server. It's a freaking heavy PvP server. That's where good players go to feel good about killing bad players. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because that's how the Bambis get better. Bambi Land's is a high loot server, so it's easy to get geared on that server. So, but I noticed they do have like, the puppets are very aggroed on that server, and not easy to deal with. I'm gonna do this first. I don't like putting down my assault rifles in case I have to run. I always put my shotgun down because I have no problem abandoning my shotgun. Shotguns are a dime a dozen. AKs and M16s, not as easy to find. Or you have to work a little harder to find them. Come on, there's gonna be gunpowder here. I'm feeling good that there's gunpowder right there. No. I did see a bandage though. Oh yeah, the puppets can hear you looting. They can hear you moving stuff around in your bag. Can hear you like opening cans and stuff like that. But just like looking at stuff, they won't, unless you pick something up and put it in your inventory, the puppets won't hear you. You just gotta like creep around a little bit. I just remember like when I first started playing Arma 2 DayZ, like how many times I died. And like just trying to figure out the Arma controls and stuff. Because I had never played Arma before I started playing Arma 2 DayZ. And I was like, what is this? Came from playing mostly like Call of Duty and, you know, first-person shooters. And then I found out about all the other Arma mods, and I was like, oh, this game is awesome. And then I never went back to Call of Duty. Yeah, see, that's it. Like, the thing is, if you had lead plate, lead plate would be everywhere. It's like right now, I found 2 more lead plate, but I have a full piece of lead plate. I don't need it. I need gunpowder. I'm gonna start searching in garages and stuff. Thought I heard something. I still have to go over to boot camp. See what I can find over there. And usually there's like a couple of animals back in the field here too. Not that it would be a good idea to shoot them right now, because there's probably like 4 players in this town just like sitting waiting for somebody to do something stupid. Oh, come on. Finding nothing but fruit in this town too. What team was that? 3DO? Not familiar with them. Yeah, 100G plus. Yeah, I mean, I could imagine easily. But you have to travel a lot. See it? Somebody put a fort here too. They got a fortified building. Oh, I just heard an animal, finally. I'm kind of hesitant to hunt right here. Of course, it's right out in the field. What is that right there? Oh, it's just the building. I thought that was... All right. All right, so there's 2 buildings fortified in this town. Oh, it's right here. Shoot. I need this meat. I'm like torn. I don't know what to do. I wonder if I could chase him away and stalk him. I think that's the move. Yeah, run that way. It's usually good for loot. For some reason today, I'm not finding what I need. But, I mean, as far as, like, for guns and military gear, yeah, it's good. Where'd he run to? It's a high loot PvP server. All right, I lost track of where it went. I'm assuming it went this way, but I didn't. I hate when they don't leave footprints. Like, it's probably because I should have shot at it first. Of course you need to defecate. Why would you need to defecate? You didn't eat anything except for fruit. It's over here. I don't want to scare it up again. Where am I right now? All right. I need my stamina. Because if I shoot it and it runs, it'd be kind of a waste because I can't chase it. Oh, it's way out in the field there. Later, Caddy. Alright. Just hope nobody was home at any of those towns. Problem is, I have no room in my inventory to carry any of this. So I'm gonna have to like cook it up right here. That, or I could go drop some of my gear in that barn over there. Come back and get the meat. I think that's what I gotta do. Can't believe it took this long to find all this stuff that I needed. I still haven't found gunpowder. Where is the animal skin? like to at least get my energy levels up and find some gunpowder. Hopefully there's gunpowder around here, and get some ammo crafted out of all that stuff I got there. And then start like moving towards the airfield or, you know, boot camp and hanging out and seeing if I can grab some kills. It's like, it feels like I've just been working on my character for the past 2 streams, which I have been. I mean, it takes good like 5 to 6 hours to really. Oh. All right, let me grab that. You know what? I'm gonna leave my shotgun here. All right, finally got some meat cooking. All right, I got my vitamin K levels up. That's good. It's probably all that fruit that I ate. That's one thing about this game. Sometimes you just have to like work on other things and just like PvP. let's do this for now. I gotta digest that a little bit. Let's see if we can find some gunpowder while we're here. I don't need a fresh spawn coming in and pick up my shotgun and killing me with it. Yes! Alright, well I can craft ammo while I'm waiting for my metabolism to do its thing. That's good. It's funny how like everything kind of fell into place right here by these barns. Found the boar, found everything I needed to cook, everything I needed to craft. And now while I'm doing this, some random fresh spawn will come along, pick up my shotgun, and shoot me and take everything. Do I still have? Well, I do. I should have grabbed that box at 9mm. Oh, I do have 9mm right here. I'll save some room. What? Did I just hear something, or is that the fire cracking? I can't tell. That's probably the fire cracking. Hopefully it was the fire cracking, and not somebody looting in the building across the street. How am I doing now? Alright, so my energy should go up now. Just beat this with my AK. Look, I was never here. More gunpowder? This is where all the gunpowder was. Time is it? It's 9:57. See if I can find a few more things, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Let's do. Top off a few more mags. I thought I had more AK mags than that. I should have picked up the few that I saw. Well, I got 4. Yeah, I still got to top that one off. But all right, that's it. I can't craft anything else. Question is, where do I go from here? Now there's a deer right here. Everything I needed was like right in this area. I should have just come right here. Running all over the freaking woods looking for deer and boar. At least I got some mushrooms out of it. So I needed those anyway. Hey. I'm gonna start heading over towards boot camp before I head out. It's another minute. I think it's, yeah, I'm headed right for where I want to go. I probably should log out here. Stop right here. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and chatting with me. It was a great night. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Same thing every night, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And hopefully tomorrow I can get into a little more PvP now that I have ammo and energy and all that stuff that I need. I'm going to go into like the boot camp area and head south from there. Just push south through there, hit up all the little hot spots, and see if I can catch some players off guard and get some fame points. So thanks again for everybody who followed and subbed and chatted with me all night. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully I see you guys again tomorrow and on my future streams. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night.